Yeah. Here with the card.
Wow. It's in the.
Thank you, sir. I mean, he's yellow to hell.
They knew enough to keep the backs.
I used to keep the cards. This part.
Oh, all right. I got you.
This is super.
Oh, that's cool.
What is it?
Micronauts.
It's a Micro Man. Yeah,
okay.
It's pretty Micronauts actually.
Yeah.
That figure's like $500. Woo! It's crazy.
How much on Stalker? I mean, it's just him in the card, obviously.
Yeah, right.
But
Yeah. I think I told someone last week 35, but I thought I had his gun in with him. I'd take $30 for him.
Okay.
He's absolutely mint. Take the figure out and look at him. He's really clean.
Then how much for the Broken Visionary?
Oh, Jesus.
What?
Zeros.
Yeah, don't be leaving stuff like that around.
Do you know I lost my wallet twice?
I was gonna put him back together before selling him. Have rubber bands for him.
Yeah, I do it with the Joes.
I don't know. I have no idea. What's this thing? What's it worth to you? Just.
I mean,
what do you think? Did you want this guy?
How much did you say on him? 30?
Yeah, $30. I do 35 for both, but I wouldn't take 5 just for him. But I do 35 for
35 of both? Okay.
Yeah.
Free Cobra Commander.
What? I know, right?
That's awesome.
Please feel free to take him out. Feel his joints. I mean, they creak when you bend his joints.
Oh, yeah.
They're super, super tight.
Stalker's one I got him, yeah. Stalker's one I don't come across very much.
I love how they put the tattoo on his chest like that. It's like,
dude, if you see different variations of him through the years,
actually,
his
you know what, dude? I'll take the $10 for the DuckTales, bro. If you want it for the 10, I'll take it. I gotta move stuff. I gotta move stuff today.
I got you, bro. I appreciate it.
Wow,
no problem. I appreciate it.
He's super nice.
Thank you. Yeah, all of them were that. It's a shame about him, but they're all like that tight and clean, you know?
Yeah, I got lucky. I found him by himself, and I already had his weapons and stuff.
Oh wow!
And I paid $20 for him. He was mint, super mint. But the yellowing is so common with him; it's not even funny. I mean, these guys are cool just because of their cards.
You bought
Street Fighter Turbo, yeah.
Write that down.
That's like my kids will play the Switch and the PS4 all day, and I'm still on the Super Nintendo playing Street Fighter 2 Turbo all day long.
Street Fighter 2 Turbo is ridiculous.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, he's got a broken thumb.
Actually, I got my son into the compilation I just picked up with the Switch the other day, so he's been playing some of it too. So that's
nice.
Cool. He likes sprawl kind of games like that.
Would you throw this in for the 35, Matt?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. Oh, Corpse guys, aren't they cute?
What is it?
Corpse, they were like the fake G.I. Joes of the 80s.
Oh, all right.
Leonard, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Leonard, yeah.
I do all of them for you.
How's it going, Justin?
What's up, buddy?
Good to see you, man.
You too.
I've never seen it. You know what I mean? They're just wicked cool.
I know. You throw this in for 25? I got this too.
Can I take a look at him?
Sir.
Thanks, man.
You can come in.
That's cool.
I wanted 50, but I'll do 40 and top for 50. And that one I could do, I wanted 40 on, I could go to 30 on that one.
What are you getting on the Batmobile?
Wanted like 7. take it for 5. It has like a motorcycle that pops out.
Yeah, the jet.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'm like trying to look around. I'm like, where am I gonna put this? Great old star.
But on the whole, I think it's not bad.
Yeah.
All right, man.
What do you got on that? Is this your too?
This
This is yours. That's okay.
Lunchbox right off. Thank you, man.
Oh, jeez, I didn't see that in front of me. No,
See, that's
I'm
why I
terrible.
put it front and center, man. That's
You know, I'm looking. I'm used to looking down, not. Oh, what do you got on that Voltron?
Okay, he's not in the greatest condition.
Yeah.
It's the motorized shit. Appears to be complete from everything I can tell. But as you can see, there's a whole lot of loss here. We've got one leg snapped off there, but they all do have recoil in the wheels. I only got like 15 bucks on it. Jesus, put that money.
Good. How's it going? Do any better than what you got on this? I'll do that. What are you getting on the? Oh, there it is. $100. The DeLorean.
How much?
Yeah, you got $100 on it. That's cool though.
Right, but I can do.
On the small computer games, 3 on the big fat ones.
What the hell is this from? It looks really familiar.
There are like 3 figures here I couldn't figure out. This guy, and that guy. I don't know what the hell. Oh, and this guy. I'm pretty good at it, but those are perplexing me. This one I haven't looked up. He's got a stamp. The other one's, I don't even see stamps.
Why does this one fit in?
Maybe too.
Is it missing a piece?
No. Oh yeah. Might be a different case than the one that came in.
I said 10.
Oh, you did. My bad.
I'll work with you on
No.
it.
We just got here too. So.
Sure. No, hey, you make a pile though, I'll give you a great deal.
What do you want on this guy?
You know where he is?
He's from Rock Lords. Did you even see this? Look at it.
Oh yeah, he's not. That's not right. I did.
There was another one that was like that too.
Oh, this guy. This is a knockoff.
Yeah, that's a knockoff. There's like one. He's a knockoff. Look at this guy.
Isn't that Breaker's
He's
leg?
missing an arm.
Yeah, no way.
That's the normal one, right? That's not the special one. Because there was 2. No,
that
that's the
is
Sonic one.
That's the Sonic one. That's
Yeah.
the new Volume 3.
Yeah. He's kind of cool to find though.
What is
going on, everybody? Long time no see for this kind of thing. If you watch my other video game hunting videos, I see you every week. This is a toy recap video. I know, it's amazing, crazy. It has been in the works for way too long, but I have finally had some time to sit down and punch this out. I've got a bunch of stuff, and I'm going back to, when was my last video, toy hunting video? July? And we're in almost September. So I apologize to those of you that like these, that it's taken me so long to do this. I have a ton of cool stuff to show off, probably a lot of stuff that's not on video. So if you bear with me, you will see everything I got. I'm gonna try to do this in categories, because normally I do it as I get it, but I've had so much of this stuff that I don't remember when I got it. Or some of it I don't remember where I got it. I think most of it I remember where I got it, just not necessarily when. So I will explain about it as I go through it, and we'll just kind of keep moving on. So we're just going to dive in. I'm just going to kind of grab stuff and go with it. These first two items I got at, please don't fall. I got these at GameStop one day when Grant and I were out on I think it was a random Tuesday during my vacation. So we're going back to the 2nd or 3rd week of July. I want to say it was the 3rd week of July. Went to GameStop, traded in some stuff we went to for the day, and I found these guys for 50% off. I hadn't picked them up before because I never found them together, and I didn't want one without the other, and then I found both. So I loved this cartoon when I was a kid. I still do. Hopefully I'll be able to show it off someday, or find it again someday and show it to said children when they are here. I got Chip and Dale and Zipper. Sorry. These guys were, I think, $6 a piece, so that was a cool find. I'm glad I got them. They're really, really nice figures. They're really clean, really good action. So that was cool to pick up. I'm glad I finally found those. I grabbed this guy. He doesn't, oh no, he's not a button activated, he's light activated. I had this figure when I was a kid. Now mind you, these toys didn't make sense for children because the movie was rated R, and kids weren't really watching rated R movies. I mean, some of them sure did. But I got this. It was part of, I think, 3 for $1. I honestly don't remember the other two. I know one was a G.I. Joe, and I think the other one was a G.I. Joe weapon. I'll show those in the G.I. Joe stuff. But T2 Terminator, it's hard to see, but in his eyes glow when like light goes directly into the top of him. I loved this figure, and when I saw it, I had to grab it. It's just kind of a nostalgic thing at this point. They're not really worth anything at all. Cool find for sure. I grabbed these 3 items together with, I think, a G.I. Joe at a place up in Worcester that we probably won't ever go to again because it's junk, and the guy talks about giving deals all the time, and then he asks full retail and then some for stuff. But he had some toys that were 3 for $5, I think. So I grabbed a He-Man chest belt, which was cool. He-Man wasn't there though. So I grabbed Matt Tracker from Mask without his mask, and I grabbed this guy. He's an Imperial from 1977. It was cool to find because I don't see these very often, but little Imperial Dragon. I know these are highly collectible. They were like the dollar store toys, but now they're hard to find, and it was cool to come across one because I have friends that collect them. But I'm probably gonna put this for sale or trade, because I don't collect them. I don't have anywhere else to put collectible stuff that I don't collect. I already don't have anywhere to put my Voltron stuff that I collect. But that was a cool find. Then I think the same day I think it was a rainy day. We went to That's Entertainment for the first time, and I grabbed this along with, I think it was just video games. I don't think I picked up any other toys that day. But I grabbed this guy, and it's just super cool. It's super creepy and super cool at the same time. He kind of reminds me, it's from Todd McFarlane. It's the Clive Barker's Tortured Souls series. My buddy Jeff Tight White picked up the 12-inch version of this, which is really cool. And I'm a big fan of like Pinhead from Hellraiser, so when I saw this, I had to grab it. There's 6 of them in the series. I might try to find the other 5 if I can get them cheap enough. I think I paid $10 for this because it looks sealed, but I think somebody had opened it at one time and taped it back shut to make it look sealed. So I don't know, but it looks like he's never been taken out of the package itself. So maybe they just opened it to read the comic book. I don't really know. Still, cool piece for the collection. Let's see. I got this guy for $1. Everything at this guy's area was $1, and I saw him and I thought he was really cool for $1. Oh my God, I want to see Jackie Chan. That is not Jackie Chan. What am I thinking? Bruce Lee. Jeez. Little Bruce Lee figure. His nunchucks come out and they're there. That was a cool figure to find. He is for sale or trade if anybody's interested. Then I found this guy another day. He's got an action that he's supposed to probably roar, and I think his eyes are supposed to light up, but I'm pretty sure the batteries are corroded beyond repair. I took them out and cleaned it up a little bit, but I don't even have the correct batteries to test them. But he's just cool. He's going to go in my little Godzilla collection. So his tail turns, you know, nothing crazy. Just cool to find. I think I paid $1 or $2 for him. It was a really nice find. Got him at Seekonk just a couple weeks back, actually. Grant was like, "Oh, where'd you find that?" But he's really cool looking. Love the Godzilla stuff. Put these two together. I found both these at Sabres at different times. What is this? This is Squid Head with his cape from Sabres. He'll be for sale or trade. I got a ton of Star Wars figures that I don't know what I'm doing with because I don't really collect them. I've picked them up so I can trade for like G.I. Joe stuff, and they're sitting in a box somewhere. I also grabbed this. It was with a bunch of random vehicles or like toys, like cars and trucks. I grabbed this. It's 1981. The little Star Wars like rover vehicle that wasn't actually in any of the movies. So neat little find. I don't think they actually realized what it was, and it was just in a bag full of stuff. My buddy Matt, who's a big Transformers collector, gave me this and one other item. I traded him a Optimus Prime trailer that had specific wheels on it. I don't know. He's very specific in the type of Transformers he collects, so I'm not. I only wanted like one from the movie, and I always wanted a regular Optimus Prime because I always wanted one when I was a kid, never got one. So I had one and I didn't really care as long as, you know, mine was in the condition it was in, and he just wanted serial number stuff. I know some of you guys get it. I personally don't. Whatever. It's cool. I don't have a problem with it. It's just not my thing. But anyway, he gave me this. It's not in the greatest condition, but he didn't have to give me anything. We were just doing a straight trade, and he just wanted to give me something to say thank you, pretty much. I got Astro Train, which I actually didn't have a good Astro Train, and this is the original G1 Astro Train, and he came with his gun, so that was cool. I appreciate that very much, Matt. I got, sticking with the Transformers theme, only one other Transformer. Like I said a while back, I'm not collecting Transformers anymore. I just don't have anywhere to put them. All my Transformers are in a box over there. But this, I got part of a deal off my buddy Justin. It was just too nice. He's really clean, really great shape. I always wanted one again. He's a G1, and he had his gun, so I had to get him. His blaster. And the tape's in there too, but I can't get it open, so I'm not going to force it to try to get it open and break it. So forever the tape will stay there. I'm not even really sure which tape is in there. Let's see. Moving on. I got this a couple weeks ago at Raynham. I don't remember what I paid for it, but I loved the character, and you guys know I like my horror stuff, so I had to pick it up. I know it was cheap, whatever it was like $2 or $3. Is the Candyman from Candyman 3, Day of the Dead. The package is beat to hell, but the figure itself obviously is nice mint condition. So eventually I might free him from his plastic prison and put him with my Hellraiser and stuff like that. Just a really cool figure of Tony Todd, great actor. He's always that weird creepy guy in other horror movies nowadays, so that was a nice pickup. Let's see, I'm trying to see, I got a ton of G.I. Joe stuff. I picked this up because I love this show. I picked that up for $5 at the same place that I got those Imperial figure and stuff. Is the Supernatural Impala. I know it's only worth like $5 or $10, but yeah, I've always wanted one, so it's just gonna go up on my shelf with my Eleanor from Gone in 60 Seconds. I at one time used to collect Matchbox cars and stuff, but I don't anymore because, again, no space. Those were pretty quick to go because I didn't have any real love to them. Let's see. I got a ton of G.I. Joe stuff, guys. Let's see. Those guys can go together. I got this actually last Sunday. I've seen them before, and I mean, I've never collected this stuff. I know they're not very common, and the guy gave it to me for $5. Is from Rock Lords. I actually don't even remember what they're called. Like Razors or something like that. The little beast pig guy from Rock Lords, which is what, off of GoBots from Mattel. So that's kind of a cool little thing. He is for sale or trade if anybody's interested. I had to grab him when I saw him, but I don't have any huge connection to him. If anything, he'll sit on the shelf for a while, and you know, if anybody's interested, let me know. Hopefully that wasn't too bad, whatever just fell. A couple newer items. This came, I think, with the Squid Head figure. It was just a Walking Dead Negan little collectible figure. It's not worth anything. I looked it up to see if I could resell it, but I think they don't even really sell for like $5. So not really worth it. But if anybody's interested in trading for it, let me know. I grabbed this on clearance for $3.50 at Target. I loved the cartoon. It was just so ridiculous and stupid, and I saw the figure for so cheap. I've been looking at him for a while, waiting for him to go on clearance, and I finally decided to grab it. Is Son of Zorn. So he's kind of like, obviously, like a He-Man figure. There was this one, Warrior Zorn, and there's Office Zorn. I didn't really care to pick up Office Zorn. There was only 2 of them. I should have picked them up both, because who knows, maybe someday they'll be collectible. But don't really care. I like the show, so I picked it up. I don't really pick these up anymore either, but I love this character. Love this character, and I really hope he's going to be in the Venom movie coming out, and I had to grab him because he's just so cool. Is Carnage. He's just such a cool looking figure. Like I said, I don't really plan on picking anybody else up in the series, although Spider-Ham is kind of cool. They had the whole series. The only one that was missing when I picked this up was Spider-Ham. The Build-A-Figure is Monster Venom, which is really cool, but these at $20 a pop. It'd be $120 just to Build-A-Figure, and I'm good. But I had to pick up Carnage, and that'll be the only one I pick up from that series. Let's see, moving on. I haven't picked up any of these guys in a while. I just haven't come across them or want to pay the price I want for them. I picked this guy up. I paid $10 for him. I know it's a little much, but it was at a retail location, and that's fine with me because he's got his rub and he's in really nice shape, and he's one of the first one of the series. I think he's actually number 2. I can't focus. Might as well focus on that. These are supposed to be numbered. Where is it? Oh, there it is. He's number 2. He's the second one that was made in the series. I don't remember his name. I'm terrible, but it is. It's cool. As I keep rambling. And I got this guy. I got him for $8 because the price tag is still on his nose. I don't ever see these. I don't remember if I had him when I was a kid, but it's basically the little battle wagons. And he's complete. He didn't really come with anything. He's in nice shape. It has these little pop-out things on the side, and I'm not going to pull him apart, but he was really cool. Kind of a pull back and go feature. I'm gonna break it if I try to open it now. But you know, he's gonna go with my little battle beasts that are sitting up behind me on the shelf. I keep saying sorry. I don't know why. Brain's not catching up. I picked up. I'll show these off first. You guys know I love my Voltron as much as I do my G.I. Joe and Visionaries, and Battle Beasts are my top 4 things that I collect for toys. I've never seen this before, and was the main reason I picked it up. It was also very cheap. I got it from the Toy Vault, which some of their stuff is expensive, yes, but on the other hand, they do get some stuff that you don't see sometimes, and this is one of those things. I've never seen this before, so I had to grab it. I paid $8 for him, which was cool, and it's from 1984. There's a little Voltron figure. I really don't know much about him. I tried to look him up quick, but didn't really find anything, but didn't look very hard either. Really cool figure. I don't know if he was supposed to have his shield or sword or anything. I might look a little more into him, but either way, nice little figure to add to my Voltron collection. Then last Sunday there was a toy show, I picked this up. I got it complete for 12 bucks, which was cool because some guy wanted to sell me, wanted to sell me just a Black Lion at Raynham one time for 25 bucks, and his wing just fell off. It's not broken, it just fell off. So I just passed it back the wrong way. Whatever. Anyway, I grabbed this guy. It's the pullback and go Voltron. It's motorized version is what they call it. Some of this silver's a little beat up on them, but aside from that, all the lines are really in nice condition. I had, what, 3 of them. I had a Black Lion, the red lion, green lion, and a blue lion already, so I kind of switched mine out for the better ones. Oh, I had the yellow lion, I'm sorry, because the blue lion on mine is actually has a broken foot. So eventually I will replace him, and I might replace the red lion because his silver is really worn. But not a big deal. He's really cool. He'll end up going in the Voltron box for now until I find somewhere to actually put them. But that was really a cool find. The guy gave me a deal on it for 12 bucks. I was stoked to get it. Really happy to get that complete. The last thing before my epic ton of G.I. Joe stuff, which is funny, I haven't picked up a ton of G.I. Joe stuff lately. I've just accrued so much over and over. I'm tired of saying I don't know why I keep saying it. It's annoying. So I found this at Savers. I remember finding it a while back with a bunch of G.I. Joe stuff. Knew it wasn't G.I. Joe. I think, if I remember right, it's Terminator or Aliens from the, the series in the 90s. It's missing a few things. I think it's maybe missing one thing. Still, I ended up getting it. It was sitting on the shelf for a long time until they had 50% off. I picked it up for $3.50. There's this little tank here. So, kind of a cool thing. Not something you see very often. Not really worth anything. It was just kind of a cool pickup. I'm a sucker for stuff from the 90s that I could have gotten when I was a kid. So when I find stuff like that for that cheap, I gotta pick it up. Picked up some Visionaries. I think I already actually had 2 of them, but I picked them up because they had their chest plates. One of them I got from my buddy Josh is, I really hate this. I can't think of these guys' names right now. But I grabbed him. I didn't have him. He doesn't have his chest plate. But still, he's in really nice shape, minus the chest plate. Basically, I'm probably going to end up just upgrading as I find them and sell off the other ones or just buy bits and pieces for them. Don't really care. I like them. They're a little bit bigger than G.I. Joe's. I had them when I was a kid, and they're still cool. This guy has a wrong chest plate and a broken thumb, but that's all right. So I don't know if you can see the hologram. He's got the wrong chest plate. But got him. I got 2 of him. I got that one, this one, and the next one off of my buddy Greco Fabulous at the toy show. He gave them all 3 for $5 because he knows how much I love these guys. He's got a little cheetah on his chest. You can actually see that one. That's the correct one. I do have him back there without a chest plate. I grabbed this guy because he had a chest plate, because I do have him behind me, I'm pretty sure. I do. I have him behind me without a chest plate, but now I have him with the chest plate. So just for the chest plates alone, it was worth it for me to pick up. So I got him, and I grabbed this guy along with another guy off of somebody at Raynham. I saw him right away and knew I had to have him because I know he's one of the hard guys to get from the Visionary series. I got a really good deal on him. He's missing only his, I think he had a mace. He's only missing his mace. But either way, he's not a cheap figure to have, and this guy's in super nice shape. He's a little rusty on some of his screws in his legs, which I might switch out with one of the broken guys that I have just to clean him up. But either way, with his helmet, I can't think of his name, and it's gonna drive me nuts that I'm drawing a blank on these guys' names. But he basically came, he was one of the drivers. He came with the big vehicle, and that's why he's hard to get and he's a little more costly. It was really cool to see him with his helmet, and these guys are just so cool. They're like knights, but like, you know, futuristic. Oh man, if I could watch a series again, that'd be fun. But these guys are cool, and they, you know, had the whole hologram thing going on. I don't know. I could just keep rambling about it, but I love them. That was it for the Visionaries. I think that's it for everything non-G.I. Joe. I literally have a pile of G.I. Joe stuff which I'm going to see if I can blow through this in like 10 minutes for the G.I. Joe stuff. I'm just going to kind of grab, tell you where I got it, and keep going. So these vehicles, I got this one at Savers. I think I paid $5 for it, but it's the Dino Hunters version. It's pretty much missing everything, but it was still cool to find because I never see it. It's the carcass for the Dino Hunter. It's basically the Desert Fox with new colors on it. And then I got at Savers as well. It's missing a lot of pieces, but I can piece it together like I did my last one because I love the Tiger Force. What was this? This was the Tiger. I can't think of it. I don't know. Somebody tell me in the comments below. I know it. I know I'll figure it out after I do the video. But grab this guy. I paid half price for him, so I paid $250 for it for the shell. It's missing basically anything that could fall off. Pretty much did, except for the windshield. So not a big deal. I was just glad to find that because the other pieces will come along and be able to trade for them with other Joe guys. I grabbed, this was in a bag of random toys and stuff at Savers, which was really cool to find because this was towards the end of the series, so they're not expensive by any means. I think I can buy it shipped online for like 10 or 15 bucks. But it was part of the Ninja, like the Ninja Force series little vehicle. It is the most ridiculous looking thing, but since I found it so cheap, I had to pick it up for the collection. So grab that, and then yesterday I grabbed this guy off of another collector I bought from before who does G.I. Joe stuff and whatnot, and I also got the Warthog off of him too from the Rock Lords. It's missing, I think, pretty much everything, but still it's a pretty good shell and dusty, very dusty. I can't think of what this one's called. This was late in the series as well. This was like 92, 93. It says 91, but I'm pretty sure it came out 92. Either way, I like finding vehicles. When I find them cheap, I gotta pick them up. And then I grabbed a second one of these. I've never seen one of these in person, and I find two of them within like a month. The stickers are all gone, but it is what it is. This one actually has the steering wheel intact, so for me to finish it off, I need the turret and stuff. But another Dino Hunter vehicle. It's got the United States on one side, but that one has the steering wheel, so that was cool. That was worth it just for the steering wheel, to be honest with you. I think the guy gave it to me for $3. Moving on again, I got these at That's Entertainment. They were having a sale on a bunch of stuff, and I got these, I think, for like $2 a piece pretty much. Is some file cards for G.I. Joe. I got Zartan. It's the one, this paranoid schizophrenic version. Kind of cut terribly, but since it was that version, I picked it up. Ace, my favorite, Law and Order. Thunder, and this one I grabbed because it was the red back and a little harder to get, and it's in pretty good shape, is Super Trooper. Even though I don't have him yet, I picked it up. So, those guys are nice. I like picking those up when I can, especially when they're cheap. Moving on, I grabbed this case. Actually, I'll show this real quick. Oh, I dropped it. I grabbed this with the Imperial figure and whatnot at a place in Worcester. Is Road Pig. It's cool. My buddy Matt gave me this as well. He found it in a bunch of Transformers stuff, which is, I'm sure, happened more often than not. Is Clutch. And then I grabbed these three things for $7 at Raynham. It was really cool. Good deal on these, for sure, when you'll see what one of them is. I grabbed the Ram, just the bike, nothing else. The collector's case with nothing in it. There was one figure in the inside of the case, which was a very nice, very clean version of Scarlet, straight arm version 1982. She's in two pieces, unfortunately. The ring broke, as they do. But she's really nice, really clean. This is actually, I think, in better condition than mine. So I'm going to replace mine with this one. And that'll be a nice day for show. I grabbed this last week at the toy show for $15. It's sealed, 100% sealed. I had this when I was a kid. It's got a Toys R Us sticker on it, so that's really cool too. I originally bought it thinking it was resealed, like had tape on it, but no, this is factory sealed, and it's really cool. I really wanted to kind of put this on my shelf, but now it's just gonna stay in the box. Is the Starfighter. Like I said, really cool. I can keep saying it over and again. I had this when I was a kid, so it's that much cool to me that I have it again as an adult. I say adult, but we all know how this really goes. I'm just gonna kind of show this as a one piece. Actually, pull that guy out there. I forgot he was in there. Walking around Seekonk like a week or two ago. Woman had a ton of GI Joes, but they were newer GI Joes. So I went through and she told me 50 cents a piece. I grabbed a bunch of them and she said 10 bucks. So there's like 20 GI Joes in here. But I'm not going to go through them all because they're newer. But basically, bag o' GI Joes. There's a bunch of like the Toys R Us ones in there. Like the ones that was specifically for Toys R Us for a later release that came out like in the early 2000s. Grabbed these guys. I forgot to show off. I grabbed these for $1 a piece at the toy show. Is Muscle Men. So they were cool to find. I don't really pick those up very often. I grabbed this off my buddy Justin for $1. It is not a GI Joe. I'm pretty sure he's Corpse, but he was just so cool and ridiculous looking. I had to grab him, and he's gonna stay in the collection because some of these guys, even though they were cruddy figures, they just made some really cool bad guys. Or I would say he's a bad guy. Anyways, I don't even know what his name is or what he's called, but very neon green. Looks like he's got some kind of gas mask on. So that was a cool find for $1. Let's see, how are we doing on time? Terrible. I got why can't I think of this guy's name? Crap. Anyway, I'm just killing time. I got this guy. He's the Fox driver. I got this guy yesterday actually. I've been looking for it for a while. I paid $5 for him. Oh my God, why am I drawing a blank on all these guys' names? I said it a million times yesterday, and I think, I don't know, maybe it's just that I'm tired, it's late, whatever. I got him. He goes with one of the vehicles I have that's now complete. I'm missing his gun, I think, now. No biggie. I'll eventually come across it, or I'll trade for it or something. Grab these off my buddy Justin. This is one of the headhunters. I have it on a card. No, not Justin. I got this off my buddy Josh, Headhunter. I think he actually got some of those from that toy sale that we went to one time, or the SD sale. I grabbed these off another guy in Raynham. I got them both for pretty cheap, if I remember right. It's a Cobra Soldier. His logo is completely gone, but still, I think I paid $5 for him. But still, really nice, clean, aside from the logo being gone, which is a big thing with those. I got Thunder for $3. He's a little loose, but it's fine. Thunder for $3. We got a bag. I think this is actually. Oh, here we go. I got Ozone. Different version of Ozone. And I got the Bat version 2. I got this Bat off of Josh as well the same day I dropped him. The same day I got the Headhunter, but Bat version 2. He's missing his chest piece, but it is what it is. And then I think this is it. This is it, boys and girls. I'm a little bit farther than I want to be. I got a bag of GI Joes off my buddy Manuel from Gamers Manuel. As we like to call him, Manny. Basically, it was a. How did I open this? Oh, there we go. There's the hole as they fall on the floor. He found this at Savers for $15, and he was really cool to send him my way for nothing. Well, it was part of a trade. We did a trade, and he threw him in with the trade. So I got some really nice figures in here, and he knows how much I love my Joes. But anyway, these guys are awesome. I think a couple of them I didn't have. I might have them all. I don't know. We got Frostbite. We got Rock and Roll version 1. with a broken thumb, but that's fine. He's a straight arm. We got, pulling my bag of tricks here. We got Firefly version 1. I love collecting these guys, so this guy's definitely, I know I have him, but he's cool to have. Snow Serpent version 1. We got a Lamprey. We got, I don't know if this is Tom Shazam. I can never remember which one's which, to tell you the truth. But he's really clean. These were in really nice condition, most of them, minus like 1 or 2. Even Rock and Roll is really nice, even though his thumb's broken. We have, I don't know if the rest of them's in here. I don't remember. I don't know. Oh, we have Cover Girl with a broken crotch, which is per usual for these guys. We have, I'm just kind of reaching in at this point. We have some body parts. That's busted. We have Major Blood, half torso. I think the rest of him's in here though. We have Flash, straight arm version, torso. We have Mutt's legs, version 1. We have a complete Thunder, which is nice. He has his helmet and everything. That was really cool. And we have Timber, which is cool. And we have, this one's kind of funny. We have Cobra Commander, version 1, with a Snake Eyes version 1 head. But he's wicked loose, but that's fine. I might use the chest plate because his crotch is busted. I might use the chest plate on this one to upgrade mine, to be honest with you. The arms are really nice and the legs are really nice for the most part. So I might actually upgrade the parts for mine. But that is it, boys and girls. That is a lot of toys. That's a half-hour worth of toys recap. So this video is going to be long, long, long. I'm sorry, but if you made it this far, I really appreciate it. So, without keeping anything together too much longer, I'd like to thank you for watching as always. If you see anything you like, let me know for sure, because aside from a few things, I'm really easy to... Alright. Lost track of thought. I'm really easy to trade with, really easy to get rid of stuff. I got a ton of stuff I want to get rid of. So definitely let me know if you see anything you like. And as always, make sure you watch the other videos. Check out my other toy videos. Sorry this one's so long again. Like, subscribe, comment, share. If you want to see what I get when I get it, I still take pictures of everything every week when I get it. Check out my Instagram. If you need to get in touch with me, Instagram and Facebook. Definitely watch both of those. And check out my eBay page. I'm going to try to get more stuff going on it. If you want to hit me up to buy stuff I have on eBay off of eBay, that's fine. I'll give you a better deal on it because there's no fees for me and it makes it easier on everybody that way too. So like, subscribe, comment, share, the whole 9 yards. You guys know the deal. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.